All right, we have some things to talk about and some...
Do we?
Yeah, buddy.
You're not my buddy, friend.
Well, you're my buddy, Elliot.
You're not my friend, guy.
I'm a woman.
Guy.
Well, you got us there.
Buddy fight.
But long story short, and I think this will be very interesting to all you to know, Future Card Buddyfight is a month away, and as a result...
They got a website.
Well, they've had a website, Em.
Okay.
But the rules are up. That's the more important thing here, Em.
It is very important.
See, I didn't know they had a website.
Emily, they've had a website for a long time.
Anyway,
Fire.
you're fired. Yeah, what he said. Hey.
We're fighting them.
Anyway, as a result, we know a lot more about the game than we did even when we went to the conference.
Yeah.
And we've even confirmed a few things. Like, we now officially know that the gauge is once a turn. Apparently, they don't, at Bouchero don't English especially well.
Nope. There's no upper life limit and no upper deck size limit, apparently.
Yeah, it says a minimum of 50 cards. The flag and the buddy don't count towards the deck.
Which means you have 5 of one guy.
Yep, you get 5 of 1 buddy. So if you really like Drum Bunker, have 5 of them. New card, not card abilities, but I guess
Abilities were explained, even though we haven't seen many cards with those abilities, but you know.
But we've
they've
seen
revealed
things,
some cards.
new skills like double attack, penetration.
I'm most likely going to use the deck
It's
with
the
that.
most intriguing.
Yeah, move is the most intriguing one, as it's
At the start of the battle phase,
Yeah.
either player's battle phase, the thing with move can go to any unoccupied area on the table.
which is very useful, especially if you like to fight with your monsters. So you just move them out of the way for your turn, and then move them back in to be shields. Should be very interesting, but we've done more than.
Like that. You guys didn't tell me about that.
Well,
Anyway.
it's not like it's exclusive to any given. I guess that'd be clans or schoolyard
Worlds.
gangs or whatever the hell they are.
They've heard.
Yeah, let's go.
But anyway, as a result, we have decided to proxy up the deck that we used at the conference as a means to not only teach others how to play, but also show you guys how the game goes.
You ready to win, Elliot? You ready to win?
No!
Good.
Hi there, Elliot.
Hello.
And hello there, Elliot. Yes, we got lots of Elliots.
Double the Elliot.
We just
double
keep
the fun.
spawning Elliot's. Ignore us.
Well, because
Alright.
nothing else
Elliot,
to do
stop
it.
budding.
So I guess there's nothing else to really do, but let's just start.
Alright, well, you start by drawing 6 after you've got your flag and buddy separated and you've shuffled the decks, you know,
Yeah.
all that type of stuff. And then once you've done that, you take the top 2 cards of your deck and throw them in your gauge, face down.
No mulligans
You can't look at these cards,
And-
ever.
at all.
So,
You do, you die.
Good. I want to die.
and you both start with 10 life.
Which I'm writing here in our convenient little scorecard.
Yeah, so they'll be keeping
Side
track.
turn order.
I get an idea. Which lock am I holding, Elliot?
Orange? Nah, you don't have orange.
What the hell? I don't even have orange.
It's melon.
Nope.
No.
Ichigo.
I go first. I am the strawberry.
Okay, on the
Choose
first player's
orange.
first turn, they cannot normally draw during their draw phase, but that's beside the point because we gotta raise the flag!
Yep. Raise the flag. Open
Hoist
the
the
flag.
flag.
Hoist the flag.
Whatever you
Stay
want
right
to
at the
say.
vanguard. Whatever you want to call it.
And you flip your flag and your buddy face up, and then the game starts.
Yeah.
First player cannot draw normally, but they can charge and draw like
Which I will
any,
do.
they would on any normal turn.
Charging, of course, is where you put a card into your gauge.
Which, of course, fuels
Is-
things. So you're going to want to do it pretty much every turn, unless you've got, like,
Unless you got like
6.
everything, yeah, or if you got everything you need in your hand, you don't want to get rid of it.
And then you can play monsters to the 3 field spots. No more than a combined size of 3. You can also equip weapons to yourself.
So if you don't have enough manpower, you can always go in there and fight with your buddy.
Which actually, I'll do that. I equipped a card to myself.
All right.
And then I'll use another feature called the Buddy Ride.
Buddy call.
Buddy
Buddy
call.
call.
Buddy
Take
Ride,
a
Buddy
duplicate
call.
card from your hand, place it in the buddy zone horizontally.
Horizontally. And
Call
then
the card that was there.
and then you gain a life.
Yep. So now I'm at 11. And then I'll use Drum Bunker skill, which is use 1 gauge.
Oh yeah. And then the cell charge on, and he can protect himself.
It's like mini Utopia for those who play Yu-Gi-Oh.
And then, since Drum Bunker has 3 critical, I will attack you for 3.
You can attack once on the very first turn of the game.
Yep, only once though, so
Use it wisely.
bear that in mind.
And I go down to 7. Now that may seem a bit imbalancing, but the lack of one card actually does add up really fast. So.
It's a good way to
Into my
make up
turn.
for that. Which is another good thing about this game as a whole. It's very
Draw.
extremely balanced, actually. Like, as much as we like Vanguard, it doesn't compare to this. As you'll see. If Ellie ever makes a move.
I too will buddy call.
Oh, there is another buddy call.
And I will also gain 1 life.
So now he's back up to 8. So it's 8 to 11.
Ellie, what you doing?
He has plans. He always has plans.
Yeah, and this is where the game
I
really
don't need
starts
this card.
doing things.
5 to your 5.
Well,
And Drum Bunker will Soul Guard.
Soul Guard is the Utopia thing I was talking about before. So now that the early turns have gotten out of the way, people will hopefully start trying to get in there with things like counters, spells, or regular spells.
I just got the same card I gauged.
Have fun.
I'll enjoy it.
Good.
Alright. Don't forget to stand him. He's kind of important. And then I'll use the Rapier.
Rapist.
The rapist is the grapist.
He'll go with Drum Bunker.
And I will... Yes, I will Drago Energy. I will gain 3,000 and the ability Counterattack. Since I was not destroyed in battle, I destroy one of your attacking units.
Alright, then
Yeah.
Drum Bunker will go with Drum
Soul
Bunker.
Guard.
Well, you are seemingly aggressive today.
It's because he knows that my battle plan for this game is always bum rush as hard as I can.
Yeah,
All I gotta do
Dungeon
is
World
win.
is more for you.
Yeah.
Or not Dungeon World, Danger World.
Danger World.
Card and draw.
Whose their thing is basically...
as you guys can hear, especially you up there, there are different worlds in this game. Each have a different ultimate plan to what they want to do.
Calling Systemic
The
Terror
dragon ones seem to be more geared towards, I guess, destruction. Danger World is more geared towards being big.
Just killing shit and swinging for
They're the
dragon.
Kagero of this game.
I would say more like Spike Brothers myself, but whatever.
Okay.
And then they also got ones like Magic World, where they are based on not being very big physically, but having really cool skills to use. And it
Now,
goes on like that.
I will make use of one very handy rule in this game and perform a link attack. You can combine the power of 2 monsters and attack 1 target.
Drum Bunker must go.
Go ahead.
It is very nifty and really helps you understand why a person would use rank 1 monsters as opposed to, you know, the 3s.
Ah, new Drum Bunker. Fuck you too.
And it's because of the fact that, well, you know, you can combine your might together and just start ramming people dead so they can't hope to heal up or protect their guy with
one
power
gauge
boosts.
to Dragon Breath.
Like that.
Alright, now your Drum Bunker.
My Drum Bunker is going to live because of Drago Energy.
And then there's that, too. You want to explain what that is?
Draco
Yeah, it
Energy.
is.
We did already, duh. I'm not paying
Really, we
attention
should
right now.
explain Dragon Breath, which is what he used to kill my
Yeah,
Systemic
by
Dragon.
paying
Yeah.
1 gauge when the 4K or less monster attacks, you can destroy it.
4K attack, that is. I thought it was defense at first.
That'd be amazing.
That would be
Alrighty,
amazing.
state of draw. I'll try it. Draw. 5 on your 5. And the Systemic Jagger will attack directly for 2.
As you
But
can
he
tell,
won't!
as you can tell, tie goes to the attacker,
Oh,
just like in Vanguard.
Ah.
Alright, my turn.
Yep.
this guy here.
Steel
1,000
Gauntlet's my
Reaper.
friend.
What did you say,
Steel
Emily?
Gauntlet is my
Not you, Emily.
Steel Gauntlet and 1,000 Rapier.
I thought you said Raper.
1,000 Rapier! At Drum Bunker!
Go through.
Jesus.
I don't even want to imagine that.
At your
Me
face!
neither. That doesn't
I'll
sound fun.
take 2. Going down to 6.
Not fun, period. Imagine 4 going through it. That heavy.
Yeah.
I need all these cards. So unfortunately, I have to ditch this one. I will equip myself with the Dragon Blade Drago Fearless, calling Systemic Dagger Dragon and Extreme Sword Dragon. I will send Systemic at your 1,000 Rapier for 3. And then I will link attack with Extreme for 8 at your Gauntlet. Go ahead. As you can see, it's mostly about grinding down your opponent's cards early on, and then you can deal the damage.
Yeah.
So that's like any other game, really.
Yeah.
With the link attacks, how many times can you use that per...
You can link any number. It's just that you're only getting that one attack. that
Because
turn.
once they're tapped, obviously they can't attack again.
Right. Like
So-
Magic, right?
Yeah. So as long as they're untapped, they can
your
attack,
face.
and they can attack with each other as a result.
Oh, okay. All right, now that makes
Yeah.
sense.
If they're rested, then they can't.
Right.
They can't attack at all, so they
I'll
can't
take
link.
2, and then I'll Dragon Shield and
Now
go
it
up to
makes
5.
Yeah. And as you've seen, link attacks are really good for taking on bigger opponents
Yeah.
while still having multiple on the field. So it's like, say, your opponent has like a big
do not
rank
need
3
that.
guy. You bring out a bunch of 1s. They team up and destroy it.
Right.
At best, they'll
All
maybe
right.
kill one of them
2,
in the
2,
next turn,
and 3.
and then
to
you'll
you.
just have something to replace it if you have a lot
I'll
of
use
1s.
Dragon Shield on the
You got 2
3.
to team up to kill 1, and then the other one
So you're
to.
going down to... Oh, wait,
It's
no,
like a
you're
lower cost, quicker
going- Okay, go ahead.
mini punches, like
Right.
rapid punches, versus a large, heavy slug.
Yeah.
Alright.
And a 2 is kind of the middle of them. You can use a 1 with the 2
Bear
to
Trap will go at
get
Systemic.
a good field going.
Actually, wait, no, let's do him at Extreme.
He is big enough for that, so I'm going to Dragon Shield it. I have nothing in the middle, so I can negate an attack and gain 1 life.
And then I'll go at you. Wait, no, actually, I'll go at Systemic.
Okay. Getting down to the wire here.
What is the life at?
I'm at 8, Elliot's at 6.
I have to ditch this. Okay. I have a plan.
I don't believe you.
2 to Bear Trap. 3 to you. Okay, you're going up to 9, but go ahead.
Extreme!
Okay.
Extreme.
And then I'll go at your Extreme.
Oh, well, alright.
But I like him. Okay. Okay, you're not nice. I'm not gauging anything this turn. Kill your Extreme. Hit you for 2. We're both at 7 now. Go. Get hype.
And as you can see by their current hands, unlike Vanguard, the hands don't stay up very high for a long period of time due to a lack of drive check. So you do have to be a bit more conservative with
Dragon
your
breath.
cards than you would there.
But you can attack me now.
Yep, at your face.
This is much more based on field advantage than hand advantage.
Okay. Draw.
We've also found it's usually better to guard earlier than later.
Yeah.
Yep, guard early in this game. Guarding later will only result in you having nothing to really protect, as you'll be already low
Calling 1,000 Rapier
when you
Dragon.
can just guard early and keep
Hitting
your
you
health
for
up
1.
when you take the
And then
mini
2,
hits.
and then a 3, bringing you down to 1.
Oh.
And then I enter my final phase.
Uh-oh. Final fate.
Gargantua Punisher!
Yep, and there it is.
Explain what Gargantua Punisher does.
Alright,
climax.
during your end phase, you can activate an impact card from your hand. And depending on what... these are usually very
Costly.
hefty, costly, game-ending cards.
Like as you saw, it cost him 4 gauge to use.
we also needed to have nothing on either side center lane, and we both had to have,
4 or less life.
It's 4 or less life.
and yeah, this deals 4 unnegatable damage.
Yeah, so it takes a lot to set up, but when you do, it's basically a win. But you have to make sure it's all set up right.
Also, it's probably the manliest way to end a fight.
It is the manliest way to end a fight.
Okay.
So that's
That's the thing. We also ran out of this.
Yep, ran out of that paper. So
That was a pretty good game.
long story. So the long story short about it is guard early, but also be conservative. It sounds weird, but
How do you even?
There's a very large amount of balance. Like,
get
for
rid
me,
of cards?
Yep.
I have a problem of not having any cards towards the end. So I still haven't learned that balance as well.
so as you saw from that first fight, it's very balanced in the matter of you have to sacrifice something to get something on most of your cards, and with the exception of maybe one.
God.
Yep.
Grinding through all those cards. Stop healing, damn it!
No.
Yeah, there have been games where I've gone to 14 health.
Please. Buddy, please.
Buddy, please.
Alright, and you'll lead this one.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you brought up early. Oh, you brought up the life, right?
Yep.
Yep, that's also.
No upper limit. Start with 10. Once you hit 0, you dead.
Oh, wait, no, the upper limit is 20. I thought.
No,
It's not?
it's not. There's no limit. It's just me. I think that it was a limit because the paper said 20. All right, so we're gonna get round 2 on the way.
Yep.
Guys.
So let's see what you do.
I'm going to use this.
Dragon Blade, Drago Brave.
Which is an equip card that costs 1 gauge, and you have to discard a
Well,
card.
it's got 5,000 power and 3 critical, so.
So it's a good card to give yourself. It's weird saying that. Giving you a card sword.
I'll take the 2. Oh god.
Oh,
We need
God.
more pepper.
More pepper. Luckily, I'm always supplying the drug.
Drug of paper?
Yep, just use this side.
Yep.
Paper is very important.
And then you will shut up. You can't do anything else to me on turn 1.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yep, 1 attack, Em.
Yeah.
Make it count.
Now. Man, these are all my friends. I can't decide.
What's it gonna be, Elliot?
I have to kill.
The Batman?
Oh, okay, okay. That works for me.
Oh, it's a buddy call.
Buddy code.
And
I'll
plus
go up
1.
to 9.
Buddy calls are always very interesting, to say the least. Like, mostly because of that gaining 1 life. I don't know if there's going to be any other
Fearless.
things implemented into a buddy call from there, but at the very least, it's something good to use for extra life for cushioning.
10 to Steel Gauntlet. Go ahead. As you can see, I had to link attack to get over that fat ass. But he's really good.
I'm going to retire Systematic.
Oh god!
Bring out the Gigantic!
Uh-oh.
Well then.
He's a 3, so I can't have more than him on the field.
Yep,
Until
but
zeros
his
come out.
his power and shield were what again?
8 and 8.
8 and 8 with a what critical?
4.
Yeah, he's big.
Drum bunker!
I will protect him with his soul guard.
Don't play him, guys.
And for those of you worrying about 3s not having enough power by being by themselves, don't worry. There will be others that have double attack like we mentioned before, and the rank 0s to help a little bit with that power struggle.
Yeah. One of my favorite plays to do is that if I draw into Giganta in the first hand, I like to play him first, just so I have a nice wall to begin with.
Time to swing over.
I even remember doing that at the conference. Break that thing. It took so long for a certain someone to actually break through.
Yep, that's because I didn't know I could link attack at that time.
No one did.
No one did
And then...
until we asked, and then we could.
Wow. Now that nuisance is out of the way.
Alright. Going to go, let's both go at Drum Bunker.
For a total of 8.
7. Oh wait,
7?
8.
Yeah, he will die. And draw. Dang, I can't use that many.
It's okay.
Try to draw.
I'll just keep giving you it.
Oh, okay. I'll just normally call Drum Bunker.
Drum Bunker's pretty cool.
Thousand Rapier is going to swap down Systemic, and then I'll deal 3 to you.
No, you won't.
Fine. Go ahead.
See, once again, I always seem to get above life, but then it's like, oh wait.
Life is cool,
It's
but
because even though you're gaining life, you're not negating decisive attacks.
yep.
Yep.
So I don't think that just getting life is all you need to do.
I still have a lot to learn in this game. Drum Bunker.
Extreme! I will Drago Energy to gain my 3,000 and counterattack you.
Mwah.
Can I swing at my 1,000 Rapier Dragon?
Sure.
Or you can swing at my Drum Bunker too.
Drum
I
Bunker.
kind of overlooked that. Pretty dirty.
That's one thing you do tend to overlook a lot.
There's a
times.
weapon back there. If I kill the thing, it can attack too.
That's always my plan. Put a weapon there so that when he does kill my front row, I have something.
Yeah, it's a fair thing to do too.
4 to you.
I'll take it.
Going down to 7. Go ahead.
Buddy!
Going up to 8 for you then.
At your Drum Bunker.
You be dead. No. No more fake bears.
Really, all the fake bears.
Steel Gauntlet. I'm not getting into risky biscuits with you. 9 to Drum Bunker.
Let's kill that Steel Gauntlet right now.
Oh god. I'm still 5, so Soul Guard or die. Go.
You who waiter, die.
Alright, I'll head at your face.
Going down to 6. And draw. That's... No more fake bear. Extreme Sword. 5 to Drum Bunker. And 3 to you.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Drum Bunker.
No!
And Bronze.
He'll always be there.
Bronze will go at Rapier.
He is the buddy after all.
I'm gonna Dragon's Breath that stupid thing.
And he will go at Extreme.
Extreme! Whoa, that must be, yeah. I don't need that. Alright, calling Systemic. I'll go for 5 on Drum Bunker and Link Attack for 3 against Drum Bunker. Well, 6, you know.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Drum Bunker!
Fuck you!
Oh man.
Drum Bunker will go at your face.
This is getting real annoying.
Who made you say that?
Yeah, going down to 3. Oh, wait. Okay. I will charge the thing I don't need. Whoopsie.
Not allowed to see that.
I will retire my weapon to equip Drago Brave. And then... Actually, that's gonna be all. 5. 5.
What?
2 critical to you. Final phase!
Uh-oh.
Gargantuan Punisher!
How does he always have that?
Because he keeps it in his hand, Em. What do you do with it?
I gauge it.
Oh, there you go.
I gauge it really early in the game, but then once...
Well, see, I gauge it early in the game, and then it never shows up again. Ever.
It doesn't like you.
He doesn't like you.
Also,
I don't like you either.
Also note that they're using effectively the exact same decks, but one of them kept the hand more than the other. Moral of the story is try to keep some cards in your hand.
I have, like I said, I still haven't really gotten the hang of that. Danger World is definitely going to be my deck.
So,
Dungeons, please.
man, heroes and cyber ninjas for me.
Mr. Dangerous.
Because those are two things that apparently are going to exist, and that makes me happy, as well as Ghost Samurai.
Yeah, they got all sorts of stupid aesthetics, just like Vanguard, so you know.
That's why I love Bushiroad. They come up with crazy shit like this.
Yep, it's good ass stuff. I guess that does it for the tutorial. Any other things that we should bring up?
Trial decks are out on what? The 24th of January?
24th for the trial decks, and then the 31st for the booster set, Dragon Chief.
Which
In
contains
those
104 cards, 30 commons, 30 uncommons. I don't know how that's even going to slot into these 5-card packs.
And a buddy rare.
Yeah, 20 rares, 12
Yep.
double, 8 triple. It's mostly the Vanguard rarity scheme plus 1. 12 parallels and the 1 buddy rare, which is just presumably a vanity thing.
it's probably the thing that you put on the field. Isn't that right, Em? Yep. Hi. It's really all there is really to it. In the set, you go see Dungeon World, Dragon World, and
Dragon Danger and Magic.
oh, Magic World, not Dungeon World. That's right. Even though it was in the trailer, Dungeon World's not in the first set.
Dungeon and Legend have to wait for Booster 2.
Yep.
The other one's gonna be with them. I don't know.
But I just say it's a month away, and we highly urge people to get ready because we think anyway that this game is really great.
I mean, you witnessed it right here.
Get those hype tense moments too, where you're just barely hanging on, and
It's like all the hype 10s moments without any of the stupid that other card games can bring with them just by how they're designed.
you've got all of this matter of predicting and managing your resources and like what can they do to you, and then countermeasures, and
Exactly.
you do have to think of it.
Yeah, so that's one thing. You'll have to really plan with this game when you play it. It's not as simple as play the card and do the thing like Vanguard, or do this and this and this and this and this, I win like the other two. You know which one. And it's not, I don't have enough Pokemon on my bench, so I die. Like, well, Pokemon. It's just, it takes all those things away. So you don't have to deal with any of those super rage-inducing moments.
You pretty much always play cards, unless you screwed yourself earlier somehow.
The only time I've got, like, the only time where I even remotely got screwed was one turn I had no monsters and no item to attack, so I had to pass. But I had things to guard with.
How did you do that?
You were against me.
How
Like-
did you do
How
that?
did you not notice?
No, we're asking because it's like between the items and the monsters, you should always have a means to attack. There's not that many spells in that deck.
I did not have any monsters or any items. The thing is that it didn't really bug me that much because I had stuff to guard with.
Well,
and
there
then
you go.
I got monsters.
Well, there you go. Even if you don't have monsters like this weird-ass person does, you still have a means to protect yourself until you get them.
That was also the game where it wasn't that I drew into a monster, it was that I drew into an item. And then I drew into an item. And then I gauged into an item.
But anyway, yeah, you always have some kind of out or answer, so you're not just getting your ass kicked for no reason.
Except for that one game where she opened all monsters, and apparently that was all she ever needed.
Yeah.
Because I just died. I never drew any of the defensive cards. So
Yeah, the game's still early, so we haven't factored in what to do if your opponent has all monsters, so that can be pretty intense.
Like, you don't feel
But
as
it's-
salty when, like...
Well, yeah, because having all monster hand in this game, so far, at least in the beginning, is the reverse of other games. If you have all monsters in like Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever, it's like, well, shoot. You have all in this game, you just have things you can keep playing.
keep dying, and then you play more, and
And it's like,
keep trucking.
even when I had where I couldn't attack one turn, it was like, it's okay, I'm fine. I've got a bunch of counters for when he comes at me. Because even though I was open, I wasn't really open.
Any other things to add to Elliot? Oh, yeah, I guess just about everything then. Yeah, this game is looking pretty good. And like we said before, we are really urging people to give the game a chance and especially get the name out there. Although Bushiroad did do something good, it's as if they answered my prayers overnight. Because the...
You might have noticed if you got any Booster 10. If you didn't, where have you been?
Yeah. In Booster 10 packs, they come with that Vanguard paper, but if you turn that paper upside down, you'll see an ad for Buddyfight.
A little late, but good.
So in each pack, you'll see an ad for Buddyfight in there. And it will hopefully be the start of a better campaign than Vanguard got, because this game deserves it.
Hopefully they have those little slips and Y shorts packs too.
Implying anyone buys them.
Like I was saying at the start, there's a reason why the boxes are $90. The same reason then the Vanguard boxes were $90 back in the day. It's because there were so few that once they were gone, that was it.
My hope is that people who are crazy enough to buy a $90 Y shorts thing will be crazy enough to see, hey look, another card game by Bushiroad. I'll buy that too.
You make it sound so dirty, Em.
I'm sorry.
What she meant to say out there is she's hoping people who are good enough to give White Swords a chance will be willing to give Buddyfight a chance.
I'm bad with words.
It's better by Schwartz.
It is better
Yeah,
White
it
Swords
is.
anyway. If we can be honest for a second here, it's basically like the order of things. White Swords came first, then they made improvements on it and made Vanguard, and then that was made improvements on, and then we got Buddyfight. And then improvements on Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! Became Buddyfight too. Maybe a little bit of Pokemon, but that's mostly in the art.
That or the gauge, where you have to, at the beginning, put
That's
two
more
cards
from
in.
White Swords. Yep, and I guess that's about it. Yeah, Buddyfight.
If you're at all confused,
Yeah.
book online.
Yeah, if you go to their website, which I'll try to post on our video, which is fc-buddyfight, all one word, .com/en.
And there's already a Buddyfight Wiki with the few cards we know of being posted on there. So, if you want to look at things, you can do that too.
And then, of course, if there's anything else you want to know or anything you were confused about personally, just comment below and we'll get to you. Hi there, Elliot. And other Elliot.
Yep.
And we can get back to you as soon as we can, as long as somebody makes sure to actually answer the comments this time. And this one, answer it properly,
I will try to be better.
so I don't have to get off my ass and do it. Until next time, everybody, happy carding.